Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. And when we last left off, we were about to fight everybody down here. Now, luckily, the turrets and stuff don't attack us, but... Let's see... Oh no, we do have a drone thing right there. I'm not seeing others. There's a plunder. Ooh.
May you find peace in death. You're going down! I'm down.
Can't even see these others.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. Headshot, jackass! Nice one, Captain!
I'm a little high with that.
Never anger a man of the cloth. The last of them.
Oh. I want to try this pistol out. I saw that freaking Colossus and I was like, you know what? Nah. I do remember there was a place we need to go back to before we leave. Hopefully I can remember where it is. A lot of limbs. Alright, so in there and up here. Man, I wish there was a better plasma carbine. They just don't do as much as some other stuff. Alright, we got a terminal right there, and it doesn't look like we can get... And there's a big ass fan in there. Alright. Security notes. Notice by order of Lawrence Goodfellow, auditorium projector room must remain sealed until further notice. Please answer any inquiries by visiting auditors with the following pre-approved message. Mr. Goodfellow is excited to inform you that our projector room is undergoing upgrades in preparation for our grand quarterly report presentation. We thank you for your patience. Please return to the reception desk and request a complimentary bottle of 0G brew. Couldn't say it. On auditing. Dear sir and or madam, if you are reading this memo, you are the designated concierge of this auditorium. Please commit the following message to your memory when guiding auditors along a tour of our office. What is an auditorium? Spacer's Choice Manual of Definitions describes an auditorium as a place where auditing takes place. Here you will enjoy all the familiar low-cost, budget-friendly amenities that makes Spacer's Choice the leading brand in affordable entertainment. Satisfy your posture in our semi-reclining chairs Enjoy a moderately cold bottle of Zero-G Brew. Relax as you enjoy this special presentation of the Project Gorgon Quarterly Review, brought to you by the Office of Creative Incubation. No report this quarter. Everyone, I'm going to be blunt because I want you to understand the gravity of this situation. Someone or several someone sabotaged our quarterly reports. They're all gone. Oh my god, I can't speak. Irretrievably damaged. The Cerebral Committee is putting their heads together to come up with a solution. We hope to have one before the auditors arrive. I'm trying to say it too fast, so that's why it's getting all jumbled up. In the meantime, here's what I need you all to do. 1. Do not, under any circumstance, talk about the sabotage to anyone outside our office. 2. We need to soften the language. Studies show that repeated use of the word sabotage can incite sabotage in people who lack moral fiber. I'm not taking any chances. I need you all to come up with an alternate way of describing sabotage. Something like the incident, but not so obvious. Lawrence Goodfellow, Management. No report this quarter. We received all your suggestions. After much deliberation, the Cerebral Committee has unanimously voted to refer to the sabotage incident as the incident. Okay. Saboteur. Another thingy over there. Oh, I swear we were in here, right? Yeah. Okay. So then the way that I need to go back is the way to go. So much Drino. Shoot, we're pretty close to getting to level 33 as well. The hell? Oh, crap.
Show your boss that you are prime.
I wonder how many... We have 3,500. This one costs 47. It needs 4 more levels. This one only needs 2 more levels, but again costs 49. This one is maxed out. Okay. Okay, so we need to get upstairs. Though I can't remember how to get there. Let's back down. Here we go. We didn't go over here either. Ah, that's where we're supposed to be, that's why. And then there's also upstairs. Can't go in there.
Watch out, Captain! Get started!
Guess I just didn't notice this. Some nice stained glass right there.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway. Here I come.
There you go, Felix.
You guys see
Yeah.
that?
It was awesome, buddy. Okay, welcome H. Harrell, Secretary to Mr. Goodfellow. Memo 0312. Let's see. Herbie, take a memo. Actually, hang on. Let me get a cigarette. Alright, take a memo. I want to personally walk down to HIA and wrap my hands around the necks of every single law-forsaken excuse for a researcher whose indenturement contracts we were stupid enough to sign. Who signed those anyway? Were they drunk at the time? Why are we hiring researchers who can't deliver the test results we want? Am I crazy? Is this an unreasonable expectation? Is supply and demand a foreign concept to these people? When I request a 0G brew, I expect a moderately cold glass of something reasonably alcoholic in my hand, slapped with a Spacer's Choice brand. When I request test results, I expect to see scientifically proven, medically verified evidence that adrenatime is a miracle drug. I didn't ask for a long list of dangerous side effects, I asked for adjectives. I can't turn high rate of violent confusion into marketing copy, Herbie. What in law's name am I supposed to do with side effects include paranoia and suicide? HIA just screwed us with our pants on. The cerebral committee is losing their collective mind. Now I need to go pat them on all the shoulder and wipe away their sad little tears and tell them everything's going to be alright. Why are you still typing? Don't push that down. I was just rambling. Memo 0313. Herbie, take a memo. I'm getting real sick of Clarence Mosley. Remind me again why we brought him on this project. He's not part of the Spacer's Choice family. He's never been a part of the Spacer's Choice family. The Mosleys, what do they do again? Oh yeah, they peddle furniture. I'm a manager of Halcyon's most recognizable brand name in affordable goods and services. I don't need management advice from some guy whose family designed my footstools. Actuaries should stick to actuarial work. Don't go advising me to turn the screw on Jasper Lowe and those lab coats at Chem. I know what I'm doing. Hang on, I need a cigarette. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, take a memo. We need to turn the screw on Jasper Lowe and those lab coats at Chem. I want you to draft up an official order. Tell Chem, hang on, let me think. Yeah. Tell Chem they need to fire 1 in 10 researchers, and that we're slashing their deadlines in half. It's a Roman solution. We could learn a lot from them, the Romans. They pretty much invented discipline. Alright. We can hack 40 to get memo 0314. For inaudible sake, all our quarterly reports, all of them, gone. Hard copies, terminal data, it's all gone. What kind of a sick, degenerate mind destroys quarterly reports? We've got a surprise audit scheduled. When am I supposed to show the auditors? I need to send a message down to the receptionist. No auditors allowed. And I need to talk to the committee immediately. Why are you typing, Herbie? I didn't ask you to take a fucking memo. Delete this. Hey, are you listening? So that's it for that. Yes, okay. It's interesting you get experience just for finding vending machines. Oh, I only have 15 Adrena. That's weird. Oh, whoops. That's why. I will be selling some of that. Honestly, Adrena time I can sell too. Oh, fuck me. Why does it do that? I don't know. You see how it's not doing it all? But for some reason it just will randomly go to my health items. Well, that sucks.
You are
Hope I find a lot more soon.
Perhaps they should spend more time improving their products and less pampering themselves like this.
You know. Wouldn't you like that for all companies? What is that? Flurry. Fedora red banded. So we got... Oh, we picked up a perfect game Spacer's Choice. Staring at the weapon long enough, you'd swear you can hear the roar of stadium crowd cheering you on. Hungry for more action? Who are you to disappoint your fans? There's that one we picked up. Alright, Flurry. Has knockback. Makes the worst winter storm look like a light drizzle. The longer it rages, the faster this weapon will bury your foes. Okay, so it's a heavy weapon. Eh. Okay, but before we go to this terminal, let's go back to... or continue searching. But we'll go back to that one room. Back to basics. Feeling ennui? Want to be one of the people? Get back to basics with Jilcia. Dialogue skills +5. And then we got this weird fedora. Fancy fedora, fine and dandy even. Meeting minutes. OCI Cerebral Committee minutes. The meeting began with a traditional recitation of a passage from the Spacer's Choice user manual, followed by regulation roll call. Every member of the Cerebral Committee was present. A motion to implement the revised guidelines on linguistic cleanliness and company-approved language was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to award Miriam Kumara and Lawrence Goodfellow with commendations on their permanent record was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to file a demerit on the permanent records of Dr. Jasper Lowe and Dr. Marion Blacksley was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to redact any record of derelict employees, missing employees, employee desertion, or incidents of workplace violence from the official company documents was brought to the table. The motion passed unanimously. A motion to dismiss the meeting early was brought to the table by Lawrence Goodfellow in the spirit of conviviality and good humor. The motion was likewise passed unanimously. The Cerebral Committee adjourned for 0G and cigarettes. Man, you can really tell. They got the... So kind of the same thing with Fallout, with the 50s aesthetic. Because literally everybody smokes and drinks. Look at that big ass screen. Okay, so this was the other room. It was just much closer to here. Welcome, Ella Goodfellow. Let's see. Admin functions. Unlock Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. Error. Procedure interrupted by that. Synthesis and Manufacturing Center are placed under emergency lockdown. Override it. Staff directory protocol activated. Using the comms tower. Please visit Transmission Tower Alpha for staff directory. Synthesis and Manufacturing Center status. Return to admin. Return to root. Messages. Incoming messages. Ooh, we got a good bit. From O. Ambrose to Gorgon manager. Subject sees all recordings. High priority. Bring them to me immediately, and for fuck's sake, don't let the journalists off the fucking asteroid. Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Project Director, Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals Research and Development. From Olivia Ambrose to Ella Goodfellow. Subject Production Schedule. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you've lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? Cheers, Ollie. Okay. So we still had one more. Yes. Let's see. From Olivia Ambrose to Ella Goodfellow. Subject toxic-free rebranding. Change the fucking name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from this list of acceptable alternatives. Absorbitol, Calatamax, Bindatron, Emetacin. Cheers, Ollie. Outgoing messages. From El Goodfellow to Olivia Ambrose, production schedule. If you are receiving this message, I am currently unavailable. In my absence, I have instructed my secretary, Herbert Harrell, to reply to any incoming messages with the pre-approved response. Vicariously, Lawrence. From El Goodfellow to Olivia Ambrose, production schedule. Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at the OCI, the design of the production schedule is more of an art than a science. The timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more aspirational cartography. Respectfully, Lawrence. From El Goodfellow to Gorgon managers, subject radio documentary precipitation. Approved. Next time allow me to make this kind of announcement myself, Mr. Mosley. Hierarchy exists for a reason. From C. Mosley to L. Goodfellow, subject radio documentary participation, Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow. Many of you may be familiar with Odeon Pictures, Byzantium's premier purveyor of aetherwave drama and drama-adjacent entertainment. Several of my personal associates at Odeon Pictures have launched a satellite studio called Pictureless Pictures, which emphasizes radio programs and serials intended to excite the senses and palpitate the glands. I have received a request to approve a radio documentary program examining the lives and contributions of Spacer's Choice scientists operating on Gorgon. The name of this documentary is Moments with Genius. Couldn't say it. I do not approve of the superfluous exclamation points, but I do approve of the general idea. Please inform the other managers lawfully, Mr. Clarence Mosley. Unlock elevator. Okay. Go to messages. Archive messages. Only one. From Olivia Ambrose to El Goodfellow, subject radio documentary participation. Lawrence, this is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucien demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucien guarantees me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that if they leak the details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. We can't have them fraternizing with the project staff outside of their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Cheers, Ollie. Then we can use our Hack 95 to get deleted messages. From Olivia Ambrose to L. Goodfellow, subject production schedule. The schedule you sent me must be a template or the work of an intern because it's patently insane. We're nowhere near to hitting Lucien's proposed milestones. Branding's hopes and wishes won't magically change no matter what the corporate office says. My compound is months from viable. Lawrence, it kills people. If you'd like proof, you're welcome to try it yourself. I'll even show you where the stick is. I'll even show you where to stick it. I expect to see a revised schedule before the week is out. Cheers, Ollie. From Ambrose to Goodfellow, production schedule. I've seen the brand manager sniffing about Lawrence. I know your department is gearing up for a big announcement, and mine is the only project on this fucking asteroid. Send me your intended production and release schedule immediately. Cheers, Ollie. Okay. So she didn't want to...
I knew I heard a little weasel sniffing about. You'd best go back the way you came. There's nothing for you here.
Remain silent.
I have a message for you. This place is a graveyard. All that was done here should be forgotten and left to rot.
Let's see. Did you just lock me out of the SMC?
I did. And I am prepared to do worse if you ignore my warning. Gorgon is the birthplace of marauders. We created them here, in this very facility. They are our misbegotten children, born of hubris and vanity.
This whole colony is a result of those two things. But marauders? Spacer's Choice really outdid themselves, didn't they?
I don't understand. They made marauders here? How?
They hold no fondness for trespassers. I've placed the facility under emergency lockdown to keep them safe. Let the marauders die in peace, or I will make certain that you die with them.
Looks like there's more to this job than I thought. What do they mean? How do you create martyrs?
I thought it was just through dehumanizing workers and crushing their spirits, but it seems like that wasn't quick enough for Spacer's Choice.
Back on the Groundbreaker, I heard stories. People talked about marauders roaming every corner of Halcyon. Anywhere you found people, you'd find marauders too.
Doesn't change what we're here to do. Whatever secrets are buried here, we'll root them out. Dream time. Huh. That was weird. So... But before, when we were reading that stuff, it does seem like Ollie or Olivia didn't want to send all that stuff out, but she was kind of forced to, maybe. wasn't ready. She knew it killed people or did things to them.
I wonder how the comm tower we're looking for will push us lower into this pit of corporate wrongdoing.
Didn't we see a big communication tower on the way over here?
This all promises, at the very least, to be interesting. In a macabre sort of way.
Let's see. Transmissions Tower Alpha. While near hostiles. Oh, the canids respawned.
Nice kill.
I was trying to get them to do their little special, but they would never do it. There you go, buddy.
That's the last of him.
Oh, we are very close to leveling up. So this must be one of those places that we couldn't get into earlier, but maybe we unlocked it now. No, we were in here. Directory, locate faculty staff. One result found. Clarence Mosley, location Byzantium, Musgrave collection. Thank you for your diligent commitment to personal tracking and surveillance. Hey. Oh, our heavy armor is giving us that. Okay. I'm probably gonna put it in long guns, just or. Plus 10. I feel like we need to put it in our long guns, to be honest. Doesn't seem to really up anything. I was wondering if it did it like some of the other games do, where if you up that skill, then your DPS will go up as well. But it does not appear so. And now we need to go to. It showed it on the map. Oh, so it wants us to go to Byzantium. Okay. We were just here, weren't we? The camera. I want to find out if we can get into any of those places that were locked, because we still need to find 2 or 3 of those dudes things. So, and this is one of them now. So if we go to the electric fling. Yeah, this is one of the places, but can't get in here. Oh, I'm an idiot.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
Saying it's not the best choice.
Error. Passphrase not recognized. Please speak the passphrase.
Okay, so we need a passphrase to get in here. Which I'm guessing, we'll find somewhere.
your confession now! My time to shine! Felix needs our help! One down! I've had quite enough of you! That's the last of them.
Maybe we can find something over here. I can't remember if we went this way. Pretty sure we did, because of this toxic crap. Yeah, we definitely did, but let's just see if we missed anything. No. Yeah, we didn't. Okay, so can't go in that one. There's also this one over here. Okay, so we do only need 2.
May you find peace in death! Out of my way! That's the last of them.
Requires HIA passkey. Okay. So that's the one we could not find. That I was looking for. Bummer. Well, let's get back to the ship, I guess. Mostly harmless. How many weapon parts do we have? Oh, we have 2,227. Yeah, we have enough. Okay. Might as well. Oops. And the hell? Where did we get all these? Oh, we still only have enough to modify that one. And that's oh no, we need I want to tinker. insufficient. Insufficient. That one's full. Okay. Wait. This one's level 37, but it says I can tinker with it. Oh, it's not the biggest level then. Can be no greater than 5 levels above your own. Okay, so 38. Okay. I completely forgot about that. God damn it. Why do I have this? I think I'll keep that one on there. And we're going to Byzantium anyway, so I'll probably put this one on. I don't know which one's fast.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch it through.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone warned me to stay away from Gorgon, then locked the place down.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
Could be an agent from Spacer's Choice who doesn't appreciate spies. We really don't know, so we didn't have a chance to exchange pleasantries.
Drat. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's Choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenotime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenotime. Adrenotime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that adrenotime created martyrs?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenotime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenotime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Why would Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenotime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenotime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Could one drug really do all of that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenotime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
We're heading back out. You really know your business, Minnie.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing you, Minnie.
Ta!
Ta. Oh man, we need to go. Dang it, I wish I would have done it before coming here, but I want to go back to that vendor guy at the beginning of Gorgon, because he was always like, "Don't fuck with Chuck," you know, and all that. I want to see what he says because I killed him. Put our gun away.
Oh, there. Stench of impropriety radiating off of him. Ah, if it isn't my favorite vagrant in the system, what can I do for you?
Still in a good mood, I see.
Of course I am. Now I know for certain that this is the pinnacle. There's nowhere more beautiful, and no lifestyle more luxurious. I deserve the very best our society has to offer. I earned it, and thanks to you, I know that I have it. Wouldn't you rest easier too in my position?
I suppose.
Exactly. And maybe one day, if you play your cards just right, you'll live here too. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee?
Then we found out about the retirees. Point of interest discovered, Musgrave family collection. Oh, okay. Put the gun away.
Welcome to the Musgrave family collection. Still a work in progress.
You guys don't seem to mind me taking stuff.
Hey, slow down. What's the hurry?
Well done.
No hurry, I just wanted to take everything before I talk to you.
Are you wearing a Jolliker original? I'm impressed. I wouldn't bring a Jolliker anywhere near a Canid. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Canon review. I don't know anything about the Canon review. Oh, well, that sounds good to me. You know, we won't let her on anything.
Oh, that's just so encouraging to hear. I'll just go ahead and add your comment to my permanent record. Now then, how can I help you?
I'm looking for Clarence mostly. Alright, you know, what's with all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
Right.
The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal Canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
Sure. You need a perception. You said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Like a charm. I thought you weren't into breaking rules or persuade. Sure you can. I already agreed to your stupid confidentiality clause, remember? What charm?
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Lost? Stolen? I think stolen.
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
I'm looking for Clarence mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Excuse me. Oh, wow. Revenue Hall.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Is this about canid hunting? We've been over this before. It's a terrible idea.
Canid hunting is the natural evolution of canid shows. No one's going to miss a few backwater laborers anyway.
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know, being the master of ceremonies.
Couldn't say anything in that. So it's right through there.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Yeah, okay. Let's explore this place a little bit.
It's not canid.
It's kind of funny we can just take everything. I'll take it all because I need the bits. Wealthy citizen, wealthy citizen. Ah, get out of the way, wealthy citizen.
Just between the two of us, I hope this doesn't become a tradition. Not looking forward to the next annual Canid review? Not looking forward to the Canids. Odious things. I don't know why we let them prance around the city.
It's so weird, we can just take it all.
Welcome. This unit has been programmed to provide a selection of marginally subversive repartee.
My favorite kind of repartee. Let's hear it.
Now loading banter protocol. Indecency ratio set to 15%. Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today. Why not complement your disorderly behavior with a little drunkenness and purchase a beverage?
Hack 65. 15% is way too low. Let's set that indecency ratio to maximum.
Indecency ratio set to maximum. Now loading banter protocol. Byzantium's glory days are over. Bits cannot purchase happiness. All pleasure is fleeting. No amount of inebriation will dull the pain of ennui. Warning. This unit's banter protocol has exceeded its maximum allowance of subversive language. Memory wipe initiated. This unit's banter protocol has been erased. Would you like to purchase a drink?
That was funny. No. Buy alcoholic beverages. Another vending machine. Or I can accidentally sell all my healing items again. Wealthy citizen.
How long did you say Musgrave was gone?
I didn't. Frankly, I don't know. A couple of years,
More? He said he was off on some type of beautification treatment, which I can only assume is a euphemism. Do you know what I'd like to see?
Something looked like there was a note over there. Alright, downstairs. Huh. Look at these little canids. See, they're nice and cute when they're little.
You must perk up. Is that a Joliker? Great. I'm going to embarrass myself in front of my betters. I don't suppose you've any formal training in canid husbandry. I really am at my wit's end. It's my little Anubis, you see. He's listless and miserable. I simply don't know what to do about his condition.
Don't worry about it, he probably just hates you. You named your canid Anubis?
Oh, naturally. All our canids are named after the legends of the old pharaohs. Family tradition, you see. You must understand, Anubis is a very picky eater. He dines exclusively on Terra 2 Saltuna, none of that rubbish from Monarch. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a shortage lately. He's so miserable without his Saltuna.
Inspiration 45. Canids need affection too. Maybe you should be nicer to little Anubis. Or Persuade 65. Look at the poor guy. He's tired of Saltuna. Give him a proper treat.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I doubt all this excitement is doing any favors to his digestive system. I suppose I have been spoiling him with Saltuna. He could use a change of palate. Oh, I do have some limited edition Rizzo CCN 76 chocolate.
Chocolate?
bars.
No. Science 45. No, are you out of your mind? No chocolate.
Really? I had no idea. I suppose I'll just treat him to some Spectrum Violet then. You've been a world of help. I'll leave a good word on your permanent record.
Alright. All the rest are just canid handlers. Wealthy citizen? Wealthy citizen. I'm gonna just steer your drinks. I guess that's to bring the elevator here. Should we go and... Yeah, we'll talk to this person first. Golden Canid Trophy.
It seems people who've never known struggle will use any means necessary to evoke the thrill of uncertainty, no matter how banal.
And there's Clarence Mosley. Get out of my way, robot.
Welcome. This unit has been programmed to provide a selection of marginally subversive repartee.
Nah. I already heard it.
You there, sauntering about in a Joliker original. Do
I'll
you
they
know
all
the
notice my
interesting
suit.
thing about canid shows?
I'm interested in anything involving canids.
So am I. Canids are a fascinating species, biologically speaking. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, I've been told I should try to socialize more. Sharing an interesting fact is a proven method of endearing oneself to a stranger. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me, mostly, an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mostly.
That name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true. I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
The manufacturer is on emergency lockdown. I need you to help me lift it. You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings. What's got you so frightened? Or intimidate 45. You want to keep living in the moment? Show me how to lift the emergency lockdown. Hopefully we can go back to this. I want to see what's got him so frightened.
I left Gorgon behind for a reason. Several reasons, in fact. Corporate sabotage, abnormally high fatality rates, and the Marauders. We buried Project Gorgon for good. Don't go digging up its grave. You seem like you're in the margin of competence for a freelancer. Find yourself some better work.
You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now.
Oh, damn it went away. I need to lift the lockdown on Gorgon's manufacturer. Can you show me how? Were you the one trying to send me a message? No, he wasn't. Right on the money. Okay, I need to lift the lockdown on Gorgon's manufacturing.
Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance.
Okay, so those are the two places we can't enter.
But I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
We're gonna intimidate. How's this for a reason? I'm really heavily armed.
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
What's so important about the trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
I'll be back with that trophy.
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Before I go, there was something else.
What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon? Yeah.
At the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind.
Okay, I gotcha.
I can't stop thinking about that trophy. Why isn't it in my hands? When is it going to be in my hands? And so on and so forth.
That's hilarious, though.
You get me that Best in Show trophy, and it'll clear my mind right up.
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
So how'd you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Here, take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record. What's on your mind?
Hopefully we don't need the eye again. Now, he said to ask her? No, it's Nina. Okay. Hey fellas, I like your purple. Going with his yellow. Purple's looking good though.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
Got a workbench. We can't just hack this.
You're an artist, Captain.
Thank you. I have a feeling they go to the same spots.
Oh.
Let's go this way first.
Everyone all right?
Ooh. Oh, we got its key card. Installation log. Completed scheduled annual sanitation and repair, Musgrave Family Vaults. 1 applied Kingdapine scented floor wax. 2 appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. CHHC Board Aesthetic and Interior Regulations, Section 33F. 3 relocated garbage. 4 installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. 4A, note, tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. 5, delivered company complimentary mint. That's hilarious. So it's in there. Let's see. Anything back here? Yeah. That's so weird that there was that huge lock there, though. Because, I mean... Ooh. You can easily just still get in there.
Impressive, as always.
Oh, thank you.
These poor Canids.
Dead canids. These dead canids show signs of domestication, extensive grooming.
What kind of monster does something like this?
Exactly. I don't know who he wanted me to talk with, but there's nobody down here.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
I love that the vicar approves of lockpicking. Need 150. It's got the most dangerous game. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, it's a like a signature thing. Nothing else in there, but damn. I really wish we could get that.
Wow, that trophy's real gold? Oh, I figured there'd be chocolate inside.
What? And I don't have anything that's... That's the thing, like, there's no way to raise my skill. It's like I would have to do 45 or something like that. Yeah, it's only at 103. Man, if I would have... Why did I not do lockpick more? So weird. Same thing with tech. I really didn't do much except for science. I put it all in science, persuade, and that's it. Oh.
Jolliker's outfits have been linked to a 12% increase in mild to moderate neck injuries as a result of so many heads turning.
Jesus. I found dead canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that?
Dead canids in the service tunnels? Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
You're telling me you had nothing to do with this?
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a canid. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing! Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept mine to the bargain. I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
We can calculate it, or we can use Science 45. Use statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
You use perception. You talk about leaving the past behind, but you still feel responsible.
Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
So these 2 researchers are the only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
Alright, I've got some questions about these researchers. Or, I need 2 different overrides to lift 1 lockdown. Why is nothing in this colony ever simple?
I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's Choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as their manufacturing.
Alright, I've got some questions about these researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Are you sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's Choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
You're asking me to trust your hunch.
I'm asking you to trust in the predictive power of data. Dr. Blakesley may have disappeared after that sabotage incident, but the trajectory of her life was implied in her permanent record.
What about this Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Wow, must have been some fancy lab coats.
Oh dear. How do I explain this without using too many syllables? Lab coats means scientists. It's a colloquial... It's slang. Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
Before I go, there's one more thing.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet. There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
You can use Persuade 45. I promise I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete.
Why? What happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schuyler's have Auntie Cleo, and so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
Why did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
You can't break someone's life down into an equation. People aren't numbers.
Of course you can. You can break the entire universe down into numbers and statistics. Human beings are as much a part of the universe as weather patterns and orbital mechanics.
Forgive me, Mr. Mosley, if I seem awestruck. I've not heard so many profoundly incorrect statements uttered in a single breath since I myself spouted them.
A vicar with a sense of humor. There's a statistical outlier.
You must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
I see where this is going.
I see you've been in the same situation. Yes, she wasn't impressed by my absolute value. After she made her feelings clear, I left the project.
What exactly went wrong?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
Your hands aren't clean, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon.
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
So the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, Human Inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
The staff are all dead or missing. You're the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Okay, no more questions. Thanks for your time. So, I actually really like Clarence. Interesting fellow. Alright. So, we have a clockwork mock apple. Travel to the auxiliary maintenance bay on the Groundbreaker. And the man in high orbit. Jasper Lowe's last recorded place of employment is at an Auntie Cleo's facility orbiting in the atmosphere of the gas giant Olympus. Travel there to find him. So, we'll do mock apple first. Mostly because Groundbreaker is a place we've been to many, many times. This is probably just a small little section that will now be available.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal,
really?
Captain. I was unable to trace its origin.
Oh shoot, I forgot. I didn't mean to do that.
I'll be here.
Damn it. Okay. I can't see the message. It said, where was that one? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
First stop at the Groundbreaker auxiliary base. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? As you wish, Captain. I must comply. What part of the colony?
Yeah, nothing. Okay.
See you soon, Captain.
Huh. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and end this part here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.